Hey guys, it's Megan with Nerd Initiative, and today we're going to talk about all the Easter eggs I found in Daredevil Born Again Episode 4. There will be spoilers ahead, so watch your own risk. And if I missed any Easter eggs, please let me know in the comments because it's very possible that I missed at least some. So starting off, we saw Matt Murdock collect all of White Tiger's belongings like his mask, his amulet, so it's probably being set up that there will be another White Tiger. And while I thought that, who is to show up but Angela Del Toro, Hector's niece, who is the second White Tiger in the original comics, who similarly inherits the role following Hector's trial and murder on the page. As such, the MCU may go down the same route, especially with the Younger Avengers project in the works, so maybe that's where we're going, because I remember looking at her and saying, she is awfully young. And I cannot for the life of me remember how old Angela was when she came into being White Tiger, but that's also due to laziness because I very much could have Googled it. Moving on, we finally see Muse in all his creepiness. I am way too excited. It might be concerning, but whatever. He was busy at work doing what he does, taking a victim for his art. Also, a new Muse painting was shown when Leroy Bradford is arrested by two cops. Remember, the caramel popcorn guy, depicting White Tiger's mask backed by angel wings and tiger eyes, seemingly a memorial for the fallen vigilante, but that does track with Muse's vigilante support in the comics. Moving on, Fisk claims his meeting with Adam had no expression or harm or ill intent. Notably, the former Kingpin referred to himself as the ill intent in Netflix's Daredevil Season 1, where he shared the parable of the Good Samaritan following his initial arrest. The next one I found personally really funny. Leroy claims that a Skrull was impersonating him and stole the caramel corn from the bodega. Obviously, Matt Murdock does not believe it, but I think that was our first reference to Secret Invasion, the Disney Plus TV series, so that was interesting, but also very funny, because that's just, imagine living in the Marvel universe and it's like, did he do it? Did a Skrull do it? Who's to say? I thought that was pretty funny. Moving on, when Matt shows Frank Castle's Punisher the bullet he found with Castle's skull logo printed on it, it's clear that the Punisher has absolutely no support for the cops who've chosen to look at him as an idol. This is a lot like the comics, where Frank similarly does not care for the officers or the military members who've chosen him as a role model. He says that he wishes they would look up to actual role models like Captain America, which makes sense. So I really liked that. Also, while we're on the subject of the Punisher, I loved that Frank Castle still referred to Matt Murdock as Red. And he did multiple times, and I loved it. And it was interesting that Daredevil never said a word against it. Like, that's not me. I'm not Red anymore. And it's like, yeah, you are. We're all building to it. You know it. But moving on, Frank asks Matt if he can hear Foggy in his head. This is very interesting because Foggy is confirmed to be in season 2. So is this a way we're going to see and hear Foggy again? We hear him in Matt Murdock's head. Think about it, people. It very well could be. Another thing on the Punisher. We finally had someone in the MCU refer to Benjamin Poindexter as Bullseye. This is the first time. I love it. It kind of suggested that the media recently came up with the name following Bullseye's most recent attack, which is on Foggy. But yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. Moving on, in a more secure part of his home, Fisk is holding Adam hostage. Just so you know, the guy that was locked up, that was Adam. That was Vanessa's boo. That was who she had an affair with, who they had that therapy session with. And if you look around the room, you can see that it contains a classic white painting that first brought him into contact with his wife Vanessa in the Netflix series. It also includes the blood splatter from Daredevil and Fisk's big ol' fight in the finale of Daredevil Season 3. So I thought that was really, really cool. Moving on to the man of the hour, Matt Murdock, is shown training with his red billy clubs, his signature weapon used in the comics in the original Daredevil series and Born Again's premiere episode. But with that, we also saw multiple Daredevil helmets, which probably made by Luke Jacobson, who, if you'll remember, debuted in She-Hulk Attorney at Law. Now, we are at the end of the episode. And what better way to end an episode than with Muse? At the end of the episode 4, we see Muse draining a man's blood, teasing his work that he's going to use that to make his murals, which is so comic accurate. A comic accurate Muse makes me so happy because never in my life did I think Disney would go here with Muse. I thought maybe hinted at something, but no, they're showing us the whole shebang, which is wild to me. So those are all the Easter eggs I found. If you found any, like I said, let me know in the comments. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more of these Easter egg videos or whatever else Nerd Initiative puts out. Movies, comics, TV shows, sports, all of it. Also, be sure to, if you feel in your heart, if you feel to be a hero today, like and share. Let other people see the Easter eggs and let them join in on the fun of the discussion too. With that, have a great day.